started, everyone. Let's start in child's pose. So bring your big toes together at the back of your mat. Open your knees wide, and then stretch your arms really far forward here. Let your forehead rest to your mat. Let your hips sink back, and then close your eyes. Begin to take some big, long breaths. Expand through the rib cage. And let your torso melt towards your mat. Take a big breath in. And then open your mouth, sigh it away. Do that again. Really nice, full inhale. Then a nice, long, slow exhale. Take one final breath in. And big breath out. Seal your lips and draw the breath in. This time, exhale it through your nose. Begin to lengthen your exhalations and take a slight constriction at the back of your throat to cultivate your Ujjayi pranayama. And on your next inhale, rise to all fours. Bring your knees and ankles hip-width distance apart. Open your fingers wide, lengthen through the crown of your head, and pull your navel in towards your spine. Inhale to cow posture, drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your tail. Send your gaze skyward as you pull your shoulder blades together. Take a big breath out, exhale, cat posture, round your spine. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Inhale for cow, lift your heart and your gaze, and draw your shoulders together. Exhale for cat, round, curl, and tuck. Inhale for cow, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Final cat posture here, round and curl. Inhale, find a neutral spine. Move your hands forward to the front edge of your mat. Tuck your toes behind you and find puppy dog pose. Bring your chest towards your mat. Bring your forehead down and keep your hips stacked on top of your knees. If you want a deeper stretch, pull your chin to your mat and send your gaze forward between your thumbs. And as you exhale, feel your chest drop even closer towards your mat. Feel the stretch along your side bodies. Push down lightly into your fingertips to keep just a bit of tension in your muscles. On your next breath in, lift your chin or your forehead, slide your shoulders forward, tuck your toes, and then elevate your knees off of your mat for an elbow plank. Push down through your forearms, squeeze your elbows towards one another, and then pull it up just a little bit through your tailbone so you've got a nice flat spine. Suck your navel in, lengthen your heart away from your hips, take a breath in. From here, keep your right elbow grounded, turn your heels to the left, to the right, and then find a side plank. Bring your left hand up and over. Option to lower your right knee to the mat for a little bit of stability. Stack your left shoulder on top of your right. And if you like, you can turn your gaze skyward. Balance here on your forearm as you pull up through your right side body. Flex your feet. Push down to the edges of your feet. Take one more breath in. Exhale, lower your right elbow to your mat. Find your elbow plank again. Center your body weight first. Lengthen your heart away from your hips. And then turn your heels to the left. Balance on your left elbow and forearm as you slide your right palm to the sky. Always the option to lower your left knee down. Pull up through the side body. Find a little bit of an arch. Maybe turn your gaze skyward. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, lower the right elbow down. And then center your weight here. Take a big breath in, really push down through your arms, round your upper spine, And then exhale, lower your knees, slide your hips back for child's posture. Breathe deeply here. Walk your hands in to rise on your knees for baby camel. Bring your fingertips back behind your toes. Open your knees, but keep your toes together to touch. Push up through your pelvis, draw your shoulder blades together and gaze towards the sky. Feel a little stretch across the front of your pelvis, across the front of your thighs. Take a big breath in, maybe relax your head back. And then as you exhale, bring your chin back to your chest. Lower your hips, and then walk your hands to the front of your mat. Ground into your fingertips, tuck your toes to lift your knees off your mat, make your way to downward facing dog. Take a big exhale when you arrive. Pedal out through the back of your feet. Push down through your heels. Walk it out. Let that stretch feel good. And then find your way towards stillness. Lift your tailbone. Push down through your palms. Gaze back between your thighs as you relax your head between your biceps. Take a big breath in, send your tailbone skyward. And as you exhale, feel your chest come a little bit closer towards your upper lap. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet to the front of your mat, find a forward fold. Rest your belly on your thighs, maybe hold on to opposite elbows here and gently sway side to side for a little pendulum action. A little decompression in your lower back. Find stillness here. Press down through the edges of your feet. Press down through your toes. Relax your arms. And then uncurl your spine rather. Rise here tall. Settle your shoulders over your hips. Turn your palms forward. Lift up through the crown of your head for Tadasana, mountain pose. Stretch your arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Press your palms away from the center as you dive forward with your heart. And then lay your lap again on your thighs. Or lay your chest on your thighs. Halfway lift, inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Draw your shoulders back, flat spine here. Keep a softness in your knees and lean your body weight forward over the ball mounds of your feet. As you exhale, plant your palms. Step your left toes back, low lunge. And then get your right toes back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, roll forward to a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, bend your elbows, hover halfway down. Always the option to lower one or two knees here for support. Roll to the tops of your feet, lift your heart, draw shoulders back, upward facing dog or cobra. The main difference is thighs on the floor for your cobra, thighs elevated for up dog. Either way, push down through your palms and lower your shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull your hips to the sky. Drop your heart and find downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Push up through the back of your right leg. Exhale, pull the right leg forward. Find a low lunge here. Stretch across the front of your left hip. Draw your shoulders back. Lighten your fingers from your mat. Move slightly forward. Take a halfway lift with an L shape in the legs. So find that strong flat back. Point your left toes down. Keep a softness in both knees and balance here with your fingers on your mat or a block, or float your palms here. Take an inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward to meet your right, forward fold. Rise here, inhale. Take your hands up to the sky, look up, stretch high. Exhale, swan dive, lead with your heart, forward fold. Halfway lift here is your next breath in. Shoulders back, find that long, strong spine. Exhale, low lunge, palms to your mat. Step your right toes back. Stack your left knee over your left ankle. Just pause for a moment. Take one inhale to really feel the stretch on your right hip. Exhale, step your left leg back. Find downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Inhale, roll forward to a plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower halfway down in your elbows. Really pull them into your rib cage. Upward facing dog or cobra. Draw your chest up. Pull your shoulders back. Exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Slide your left heel to the sky. Three-legged downward facing dog. Keep your left hip pointed down. And really squeeze your left glute to pull the leg up. Take a breath in. Exhale, step your left foot to the front of your mat, low lunge, knee over ankle. Feel that stretch on the right thigh, the right hip. Shoulders back, slide your fingers a little bit forward, and then inhale, find a halfway lift with a single leg balance. Point your right toes down, push back through your right heel as it elevates in line with your hip. And keep the knees just a little bit soft, draw your shoulders back, take a breath in. Exhale, step your right foot forward to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, hands into heart center, empty your breath. Inhale, sweep your hands to the sky, look up. Exhale, swan dive, lead with your heart, fold down. Halfway lift, inhale, flat spine. Exhale, low lunge, step your left toes back as you bring your palms to your mat. Inhale, take your right leg back, find downward facing dog. Exhale, roll forward to a plank and come halfway down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, palms down, toes down, heart lifts. Exhale, pull your hips high, find downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge, pull the leg forward, plant it here. Shift forward into that single leg balance, point your right toes down, make an L shape with your legs. With control, exhale, lower your right foot to meet your left, standing forward fold. Inhale to rise, sweep your hands high overhead. Exhale, hands into heart center, just take your time to empty your breath. Inhale, take your hands high, reach up. Swan dive, forward fold, lean it down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step your right toes back, low lunge. Reach your toes back and then plant the foot nice and gingerly. Step your left foot back, inhale, downward facing dog. As you exhale, lean forward, then come halfway down in the elbows. Chaturanga dandasana. Upward facing dog, shine the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Slide your right heel to the sky, inhale, three-legged downward facing dog. Low lunge, step the right foot to the front of your mat, knee over ankle. Find your halfway balancing here, lift the heel, inhale. Exhale, left foot meets right, forward fold at the front of your mat. Inhale to rise, sweep hands high overhead. Exhale, hands into heart center and pause. Inhale, sweep hands high, look up. Exhale, sit back into chair posture, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, pull the tailbone back and down. Lift your toes off of your mat and really weight down into your heels. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring hands into your heart center and pause for a moment. Lengthen through your spine, draw shoulders back, breathe in. Exhale for prayer twist, turn to your right. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Sit down in the tailbone but lift high into the heart. And then slide your right shoulder back. Really press your palms firmly into one another. Avoid leaning too much down and forward. Rather, can you sit up higher in your shoulders? Take a breath in. And a breath out. Turn your heart more so towards your thumbs. One more inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Take a halfway lift here, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left toes back for a low lunge. Open the left toes, rise here, warrior two. Keep the bend in the right knee, reach your arms out wide. Weight down heavily through your feet. Allow your right knee to press open slightly so you can see your right toe on the inside of your right knee. Stack shoulders over hips. Turn gaze past your right fingers and soften shoulders down away from your ears. Take a breath in. Heavy a little bit more into both feet. Squeeze your inner thighs and actively reach away from your heart center. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower your right arm. Sweep your left arm across your cheek. Extended side angle. Find a diagonal shape in your body. Left wrist to left ankle. Turn your gaze towards the sky. Option to rest your right elbow on your right knee for more support. Now roll the left left shoulder back. So as opposed to kind of hiding your face here, see if you can just bring the bicep by your jawline. And then turn your gaze just past your bicep here. Keep the lunge here in the right knee. Sweep the right hand high. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stretch up first, as if you could touch the ceiling. And then turn your palm to face the back of your mat. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Level your arms over your mat. Maintain that lunge in the right knee. Bring hands into heart center. Turn the right toes in. Straighten both legs. Breathe up. Stretch high, star pose. Exhale, forward fold here. Prasarita Padottanasana. Find a slight pigeon toe in your feet. Soften your knees. And then lean down with your chest to stretch your lower back and the back of your thighs. Every breath here, relax a little more. You can hold on to the outside edges of your feet or heels. You can rest your arms down on your mat or hold and let your arms just kind of swing here. Take one more breath here. And out. Halfway lift here, bring your hands under your shoulders, draw your shoulders back. Crawl to a low lunge over your left leg facing the back of your mat. Hands down, right leg straight behind you. Lower your right knee, bring your hands to the inside of your left leg. Walk your left foot to the side and then one step forward. Lower the right toes here for runner's lunge. You can stay high on your hands. Allow your left knee to kind of relax open to the side. You can come down all the way to your elbows, maybe to your forehead. Whatever feels good on your body here. And just breathe. A good option here is to flex your left ankle and then roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. You might find a little bit more stretch on your IT band here. Take one more breath here. And then slowly come back to your palms. Flatten your left foot down. Lift your right knee off of your mat. Gaze forward and step your right foot forward into a frog squat here. Toes off of your mat, heels down, hands at heart center, chest lifted. Draw shoulders back, lift up really tall through the heart center. Soften your hips down. On your next breath in, push into your feet. Stretch your arms up and stand. Breathe in. Exhale, come right back down into your frog squat. Inhale, stretch high, lift up. Exhale, squat down. One more time, inhale, stretch high. Exhale, come down. Option is stay or take crow pose. Knees to the back of your upper arms, lean forward and rise through one or two toes. Draw shoulders back, round your upper spine. Look forward, take one more breath in. Option to land with both feet down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Otherwise, lower your feet and make your way to a forward fold. Step back to downward facing dog. Roll forward into plank, find Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way towards your hands for forward fold here, now facing the back of your mat. Inhale to rise. Sweep your hands high overhead. Exhale, slant hands into heart center, empty your breath. Inhale, reach your hands high, grow tall, gaze up. Exhale, chair pose, sit the hips back, and find that strong seat here in your legs. Pull your shoulder blades together and down away from your ears. Breathe in. Return hands to heart center here, and just take a moment. Lengthen through your spine, inhale. As you exhale, turn to your left. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee or thigh. Pull your weight to the center of your body and draw your left shoulder back as you press your palms firmly to one another. Breathe in. Take a nice, slow, easy breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale, release, find your forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step your right toes to the back of your mat. Find that low lunge. Left knee stacks over your left ankle. Open the right toes, rise to warrior two. Broaden your reach, keep the bend of your left knee. Stack your knee over your ankle, push the left knee to the left. Settle your shoulders over your hips and draw your right leg really strong and straight. Knit your lower ribs together, so rather than flare open through the rib cage like this, see if you can just pull it all in, strengthen here with your kind of natural core set, and then press down inwards through the legs rather than outwards. Slide forward over your left thigh, breathe in. Exhale over the left arm, take the right hand, sweep it forward, and then settle the bicep over your jaw, extended side angle. So you want to create a diagonal line from your right fingers to your right ankle, right? So you want to avoid breaking too much in the hip. If you're finding this is kind of the shape that you're feeling, put your left elbow on your left thigh and then reach up. So you've got that diagonal, it's just at a different angle, right? And then roll the right shoulder back. Shine your heart towards the sky. Breathe in. Stay on your exhale. Maybe drop your right hip half an inch. On your next breath in, reverse warrior. Take your left hand up. Rest your right hand on your right thigh. Lift up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale to warrior two. Run your arms parallel to your mat surface here. Inhale, bring hands to heart center. Turn the left toes in. And as you exhale, press your heart into your thumbs. Just bow over your legs. Round two, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide leg standing forward fold. Now here, take a different variation. Maybe take your arms, bring them to your lower back, the nape of your neck. Maybe crawl them through to the other side of your mat. Maybe wrap them around the back of your knees. Or hold on to your big toes here. And just breathe. Find an ease in your breath. Relax the front of your body. And let your body weight roll forward and down. Take one more breath. Release your grip, bring your hands under shoulders, take a half lift here, inhale. Crawl to a low lunge now over your right knee, facing again the front of your mat. Bring your hands to the inside of your right leg. Lower your left knee down. And then walk your right foot sideways and maybe one step forward. So you've got this nice big openness here on your right thigh. Hands can stay on your mat. You can come down to elbows or block. You can release your head if you like. You can roll into the outer edge of your right foot. And it's okay if this side doesn't look like the first side, right? Treat each body part individually, just as unique as it is. Understand that listening to your body requires this really innate sense to let go of any expectation that you have of what this needs to look like. And rather, can you move into a space that feels symmetrical to the first? Slowly, come back to your palms. Flatten your right foot to your mat and then lift your left knee behind you. Gaze forward, squeeze your belly, step your left foot to the outside of your left wrist for garland pose, Malasana. Hands at heart center, chest lifted, tailbone down. Use your elbows on the inside of your knees to push your knees open. And then draw your shoulders down your back to find length in your spine. We'll rise here on the next inhale. Straighten your legs, reach your hands up, gaze up. Exhale, find your squat. Exhale, heart center, slide your weight down. Inhale, rise, final one, inhale, reach up, gaze up. hands to heart center. Come down into your final frog. Option here to take crow. Knees to the back of your upper arms or elbows. Draw your elbows in towards one another and really suck your belly in. Grip your mat with your fingers. Gaze forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, step or land in chaturanga. Bend your elbows. You can step through a forward fold and then come back through downward facing dog. Roll forward into a plank and chaturanga. And then finally upward facing dog and then downward facing dog. With your hips to the sky, take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Pause with your shoulders over your wrists. Lower down all the way, nice and slow. Flip the tops of your feet down. Lift your chest, roll shoulders back, take a breath in. Exhale, lower your chin, press back, child's pose. Relax your forehead down. Breathe here. Slowly rise to all fours. And then bring your feet to the front edge of your mat so you can lay down nice and easy. Draw your knees in towards your chest. And then slowly rock back and forth. Maybe even close your eyes here. Massage your lower spine. Pause here in the center. Stretch your legs up high. Relax your arms at your side. Close your eyes. Just breathe here into this safe, supported inversion. Find your way back to your breath. And slowly soften your knees. Bring your legs in towards your chest and wrap your arms around your shins. Again, rock side to side. Pause here in the center. Bring your nose up towards your knees, round your spine. And then as you exhale, stretch your legs long. Make your way towards your final resting posture of Shavasana.